Good morning. It is Monday morning and welcome back to the channel. Just like to say first, thank you for everyone that's subscribed and been watching these videos that I've put up for you. So hopefully you're not too bored. I have got my microphone all wired up to it this time, so hopefully the sound quality is a lot better for you. It doesn't sound like I'm a million miles away or quiet, so that's hopefully that's an improvement. So I'm going to try and do it a little bit different. Like I said to you, like I said on probably I think it was the first or second video that I did, I don't know how I'm going to play this. I'm sort of exploring options in terms of trying to make the content a lot better for yourselves. So I've probably not got the best phone holder in the world. You've got a little bit of blackness there in the top left corner. I'll see if I can adjust it when I stop. But yeah, hopefully you're not too bored to tears. Well, I think this week I'm going to do it sort of do the videos individually, separately. So rather than like continuous days, I'll see what I've got like the night before, booked in, planned. If there's no interesting, I'll video it. If there's no real interesting, then I won't video it. At the end of the day, you know, I don't want you all sitting there bored to bleeding tears. So, as I come to stop, let's see if that's better for yourselves. Right. So, last week was a good week. I hit my target for the week. And I actually did some really interesting jobs and some customer bookings, and which was really satisfying to know that customers are still using us. I did get caught up in some traffic on the A30 and M5 heading north on Wednesday evening, which was definitely not satisfying. 6.5 hours to get me home, Christ. And it was a long day because it started early, and even though I had a little bit of a cat nap in the morning, well mid-morning after my first delivery, yeah, but everything went well last week. The customer booking, the driver that did that, even though it was an hour and a half later than what he should have been, and he did look like he was going a little bit more out of the way than where it should have been going. It got there, but I can't sort of whack him with a stick too hard because I don't know whether there was problems down that way in London. So, like I said, without the evidence, I have replayed the job back and we can't see it. So, but yes, but everything went well. I tried to get a job at the weekend just to get me out of the house, but there was no one was biting the cherry every time I offered it in front of them. So obviously I was probably either too far away or too expensive for them. So it is how it is. You can never win every job. But yeah, so we got the Luton back on Thursday. It's had a set of new pads and discs. They were telling me at Mercedes that what they do is when your pads and discs become 85% worn, that's when it flashes up on the screen, so on the dashboard. So that was really, well, it's actually quite pleasing really, because you wouldn't get that with my Berlingo. you have to listen to the scratching noise or scuffing noise or the squeaking. So, but yeah, so we got it back. So we got that done. We got the he's had a new set of brake shoes on the rear as well. I actually, I got them to check my diff over, the rear diff, and that's fine. They did say, would you like us to change the oil? And I said, no, we'll leave it till it needs a service. I'm going to get that done in with 5,000 miles. So yeah, I just really wanted to check that bit over, really. That was on the diff. But yeah, so, and then we got a new tyre fitted on the Bilingo, which was a good job because it had a good old size screw in it. So I was lucky there, it didn't go while I was on a delivery. So I've got a job now, after a slow start. Good old CX for you, isn't it? Always there to offer you assurance that technology's brilliant. Either that or they were hacked while they're trying to eat spoils. So yeah, whether the would have been a technical issue this morning that caused the issues it do, but yeah, so I've got a nice Luton job, curtain side, and I shall update you later with how I progress. But like I say, I'm going to do these videos with sort of day by day, really. I don't really want you to just video me just boring shit. I want you to be enjoyable. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting with how it plays itself out today. I am back. So that's job number 1, done and dusted. Oh, what? Well, it was actually a very nice job, to be fair. Really nice job. The only thing that I would say is, yeah, it was a little bit like top secret. Just a few pallets to move with, yeah, I wouldn't even say they're UK standard size. They're a bit, I don't even think they were Euros, to be brutally honest with you. But it was how they were all boxed up, you see. But to be fair, it was actually, yeah, it was a really nice job. It was a nice journey between the two of them, you see. Between between collection and delivery. And traffic's really nice this morning, so I didn't get hitting anything ugly or unpleasant. But when saying that, well, it said on the job it was 48 miles, but I got it down to 35. So it's handy when you can sort of cut the mileage down. It makes the job a bit more, what's the word, bit more of a Brucey bonus. But yeah, so it was a nice job. I'm currently sitting in a lay-by around the corner from where I delivered to, and being rocked about like a Christ, like being on a roller coaster. You get, especially when you get a big lorry coming up the outside, you know. Yeah, here's one now. Well, Buildland's getting a bit of a free advertisement, aren't they? 20 years anniversary celebration. 01527. I don't know where, is that over sort of Colville way? But he was here before I was, so I've been here, what, 30 minutes? No, not 30, about 20 minutes I've been sitting here. Well, I've had my Weetabix. I bloody needed it after delivery, like, because they loaded me on from the side, but at delivery, because it's so tight, the the premises, you've sort of got back. Well, they said you can drive round, but I did say to the security guard, I'm glad I didn't take your advice. And he says, why? And I says, well, if I drove round there, he can't load me from the front, can he? He can't go round the side, you know, so I said it was a good job I ignored you and reversed round. So he literally, I sort of unstrapped everything. Luckily the pallets weren't that heavy, and I sort of dragged them to the rear of the roller shutter doors, and well, sort of didn't drag them, I sort of walked them a bit, pushed them one side, then pushed them another side, and before you know it, they're at the rear end of the Luton, so which is handy to, you know, they weren't. I didn't have to sort of go middling myself out. I suppose really what I could have done was, you know, pull forward and then backed up, and they could have gone from the side, but it weren't no bother, like, you know. Sometimes I quite like doing something like that. I mean, it saves me paying for a membership at a gym, you see, so we don't want. I don't want to spend any more money than what I'm already am doing. But yeah, so what we'll do, we'll see what else comes up. See if there's another job as well too. I've just put a quote on one job. I think I'm a bit too far away, to be fair. I mean, that would be ideal because that's taking me virtually back home. Sorry. So yeah, hopefully I can get something else. But I don't hold out much for that job that I have quoted on. But I'm in a good spot, to be fair. Even though I am being rocked about. Here's another one ready. They fucking go walloping up here, don't they? Right, I'll check in with you all later. Hello. This isn't a camera trick. I am still in the same lay-by. About, what now, I've been sitting here for about 2 hours now. The only thing I've done different is I've pumped myself up further up into the lay-by, so our HGV mates won't get upset with me for staying plonked in the middle. And yeah, all I can say is there's not been a lot of action apart from me sort of lounging myself out across the front seats. I was even tempted to have a little cat nap at one point, but I thought no, don't do that, because you guarantee as soon as you shut your eyes, Luke, there will be the most perfection job pop up. And yeah, I probably would have been better off shutting my eyes and having 40 winks. But yeah, so obviously I only really want to stay in about a radius of 60 miles from home. I don't really want to be venturing, you know, too far, because then the likelihood is I won't get another job to come back up towards home, as well as we won't I won't get as well as I don't want a tramp out, you see. So I will at some point get this loot a bit more ready for tramping out. I want to fit some curtains, you see. You know, the proper Mercedes Benz, like the old lorry boys have in their cabs. I want to get that in here as well. I want it colour coded, you see, with the floor mat as well as my steering wheel cover. So yeah, it's it all takes time to get it where you want it, you see. But yeah, so I won't actually go out and tramp out in this yet. I will in the little van. I mean, there will be soon where I'll be stopping out in that, but which I will document for you. But yeah, I won't really want to be going out. Well, I've got nothing to have any privacy. I'm not sleeping in the back, so yeah, I don't want some weirdo walking up as I've got me head down. Yeah, sleeping. I don't want some weirdo walking up, peering in, and doing something that he shouldn't be, or doing something they shouldn't be doing. But yeah, so I'm showing you not only the good days that I'm going to be having, but I'm also showing you the shit days I'm having, like today, where there's just been nothing. I've got two quotes out on jobs, but from experience with them shippers, I've probably got more chance of flying back home. So yeah, maybe I think actually one of them's out for quotes, but yeah, so this is what it's like when it's shit. It's absolutely painstakingly shit. It didn't help that this morning the courier exchange was down, but yeah, maybe I sort of come out in the wrong vehicle today. Maybe I should have gone out in the small van, but in the Berlingo. But it is what it is. I was just so keen to try and get out in the Luton, as I haven't been out in it over the last week. Well, I wasn't out in it at all last week, were I? On the job, it was all small van stuff, but yeah. So probably the wrong thing to do. I have got a little bit of a strategic plan. Normally Mondays and Fridays, potentially Tuesday, I go out in my small van, and then yeah, it depends what week it is. If it's European week, which this week isn't, and next week is, Tuesdays I'll be out in the small. Monday and Tuesdays I'll be out in the small van. Then I'll do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the Luton. But again, it depends whether I've got customer bookings. You see, so everything's all bound by customer bookings and what's what. So yeah, so it could be a day today where I have nothing else and I tootle home with my legs between my legs and in a grumpy mood and that's it, licking me wounds. But it's how this job is. If anyone's going to turn around and say, well, it's fantastic, then how very wrong you are, because it's not like it all the time. Some days it's brilliant and it just flows into one, then into another. But other days where it's like today, it's just really hard to get going. But this is what happens when you put the lunatics running the asylum, and they're not doing a very good job to boost the economy, are they? Taxing the rich and tax any fuckers, then will. As you can probably imagine, now, if you've been watching every one of my videos, I absolutely hate Labour. I really, really hate them. Really hate them. I think they're the biggest fucking bunch of clowns going. But saying that, I'll probably have a cop around my door tomorrow, arresting me for saying they're a bunch of clowns and I hate them. Well, they're all, most political parties, they'll tell you what they want you to hear, and when it actually comes to the punch, they do all the talk, but they won't do the walk, will they? And they'll soon change the goal plan just to get into power. But, yeah. Anyway, I digress. So I'll give it a bit longer. I'm not going to go home yet. I wouldn't want to burden my good lady with my presence too soon. So I shall try and stick it out and see what else wallops its way towards me. But I can tell you now, it's not looking very pleasant. So as you can see, I'm on the move, and that's actually that last bit you've just seen on the previous clip. And I think that's the most nicest point of the A5. As you just come over the brow of the hill, it always sort of, my eyes always catch the skyline. I mean, there ain't much nice about Tamworth, but you can see the view's quite good. So yes, as you can see, I'm on the move, but I haven't got a job. No. I did have a job. Yes, I did get a phone call saying, "Are you, you put a quote on job going." It was actually going back to Coventry, and so I was like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine." But it's got cancelled. It rang me back about less than a minute later to say it's been cancelled. So, oh well, it is what it is. Sums up my day, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, it's tough out there at the moment. And what can you do? You can't do it, can you? It's life, and it's the way that the economy is at the moment, and the way that the world is. And sometimes you're just not going to get the rub of the green, which I think you need in this industry of the same day courier world. And I always find that, you know, you can turn around and say, "Oh, I hope it ain't going like this all bloody week," and Tuesday rolls into the same type situation. Wednesday gets a little bit better than Thursday, and you just never know. Thursday, Friday, you just might have some stunning days, and that's it. It makes you money for the week. But at the same time, I want to show them lot that are thinking of coming into this industry, don't. Just don't. Come on. If you need a job, go see if you can get a job at Tesco stacking baked beans, because you'll learn more doing that than you will doing this. Some days you can have some really great days, and then other days they can just be absolute diabolical. And it's, you know, it's, I mean, the jobs I have bidded on today, which not been many, say bidded, I mean quoted, them jobs were really not losing jobs, apart from the last one that was cancelled. And I didn't go in, I wasn't expensive on that, I was quite cheap. But it is how it is, ain't it? There's nothing you can do. So what I'll do, I'll leave this video as it is. I'll see what happens this week if I get a customer booking that's interesting and go into an interesting part of the country, or a shithole or something absolutely beautiful. I will no doubt try and share it with you, and try and share it, you know, show you what I've got on board and what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't really want to be making too many videos on days like today. So if anything, if you've had a rotten day, at least you know someone else has had a rotten day as well. So I'm going to go home, put my feet up, see the ankle biters and my good lady. I think I've got pizza tonight for dinner, so whoopee. So yeah, and I don't have any sorry, I don't have any paperwork to be doing because I've done it all at a weekend. So yeah, go home, relax, chill out and see what happens for tomorrow. Anyway, take care. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.